Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is another Keeping It Real podcast, and I am back, and I'm feeling good. I'm back. I'm feeling good. I'm singing Lady Gaga. Dude, there's this Lady Gaga song that is stuck in my head. You know the song You and I? You and I. It's been a long time, but I'm back in town. This time I'm not leaving without you. Damn, just hit that fucking note. Yo, Lady Gaga was a bop though. Low key. Little creepy. Not as weird as Miley Cyrus turned out to be. But Lady Gaga, yo, she held it down with some bops, yo. With some bops. What's that? She had a movie with Bradley Cooper. That was a bop too. I don't even think I watched that movie. But they had that song, a little Shallow. All right, I don't know the lyrics to that one. But yo, what's going on, everybody? I'm live. I'm recording right now, so I just busted into song. You know, it's like a musical. You ever see a musical where they're just acting next to, you know, they're just dancing. Yo, musicals are low key lit. What's going on, everybody? It is another, I guess you could consider this the Tuesday morning podcast, but Monday night, Tuesday morning. What's going on, everybody? I am back with another podcast, Solo Dolo Bolo. Like I said in my last podcast, you know, we are working on the guest. We're working on getting some guests, working on the second side of the room, second side of the studio, I guess you could freaking say. You know, we're getting another chair, getting another microphone, getting all that stuff set up. So I'm very excited to, you know, bring a guest on and start talking to some other people, start picking their brains, start figuring out what the hell are these people doing? What are these people doing with their damn lives? But no, seriously, I'm going to have some guests on, going to have some fun, talk to some people, have a great time, podcast it up, and definitely get a lot of content for everybody that is subscribing now. So, I mean, anyone subscribing, we are only at 25 subs on YouTube. This podcast is also on Podbean and Apple Podcast if you want to check that out. If you're driving around and you just want to listen to the podcast, you know, check the boy out on Apple Podcast. You know what I'm saying? Get a download or two. Hit a follow on the podcast. If you're on the YouTube, smash that like button, drop a comment, help your boy. All that activity around this podcast really helps it pick up on the algorithm, and it helps reach more people's explore pages. And for that, I just want to say thank you. But man, another podcast, man, women, what's going on? I don't even know. But yeah, we got another podcast. I'm chilling. I'm enjoying. It's been very sunny, so it's great. It's honestly great. I'm sick and tired of the rain. April and May were rainy as shit. Even May. They say April showers bring May flowers, but hell nah. The Mayflowers brought the pilgrims, and they brought the freaking rain. But I hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody is doing well. Hopefully this coronavirus is getting out of the way. Getting out of the way of the summer and getting back to life. I don't think life's normal. I don't think life will ever go back to where it was. Ever. Which is so sad. That's crazy, yo. That is crazy. Life will probably never be the same. And for that, I say thank you. Nah, but I just want to start it off by saying I was watching the Dave Chappelle I don't know if it was on Netflix. It was definitely on YouTube. If you guys want to check it out, it is it's kind of blowing up. Everybody's watching it right now. It is titled 846, and it is about, you know, the 8 minutes and 46 seconds that the police officer in Minneapolis had his knee on George Floyd's neck, and he spoke about that. Not just that incident, but he was, you know, doing like it wasn't really anything funny. It wasn't comedy, but he was doing a stand-up, I guess you could say, special, and he was talking to a crowd for about 29 minutes, I believe it was, like almost 30 minutes, almost a half hour. But it was interesting. Someone like Dave Chappelle giving his opinion, giving his views, ideas of maybe what's going on in the world. It was something to listen to for sure, and not very funny, but it was real. It kind of got to the point. Like I said, not funny at all, but it was important. You know, someone like Dave Chappelle, you know, kind of not really giving an opinion too much, but just kind of just giving his views, I guess you could say. Very objective. I don't know. But if you guys want to check that out, Dave Chappelle, it will be on YouTube. Dave Chappelle is, you know, one of the best comedians in the world. If not he could be considered the best comedian. Like, who's the best comedian right now? I mean, it's all opinion. But famous wise, I'll say Kevin Hart's Kevin Hart's probably the most famous comedian. And just because he's a straight super. He is really, like, Kevin Hart is a straight Hollywood superstar, yo. That's lit. Kevin Hart's a real one, I'll be honest. But I was watching this podcast with this guy, and this guy has his own show. This guy, Remi Warren. Dude, this guy's a savage. This guy, I mean, he has like a million stories for every podcast that he's on. A million news stories for basically every podcast that he's on. He is I guess you could say he's a professional hunter. So he goes, I think he lives in New Zealand. I believe he is American, but he lives in New Zealand. Mainly because I'm assuming that New Zealand has a lot of remote forest and dense woods where he can go out there and hunt and do crazy hunting expeditions and adventures by himself on solo with few people. This guy's a savage. I'll be honest. He does like, just for example, he does little trips in the woods where he backpacks in 100 miles into the woods, kills a fucking big ass animal and has to take it out. Records it by himself and stuff. Yo, I don't even know how that's possible. It's crazy. He was talking about getting like attacked by a bear. Dude, the bear stories are insane. You can sit on YouTube all day listening to people get attacked by bears, listening to people in Montana, Alaska. It's mainly the people in like Montana, Wyoming, and Alaska. Mainly Alaska. But I mean, Montana and Wyoming definitely got grizzly bears, and they are no fucking joke, bro. My one biggest fear, besides, I low-key think I'm a little afraid of like insects, not like just them big ass insects. You're like, oh shit, I feel like that could pierce my skin. But like big ass spiders, huge wasps. My God, dude, I don't like that, bro. I don't like that. Big beetles and mainly it's really the spiders and shit. The big ass spiders. I feel like most humans are kind of scared of spiders. Maybe there's something happened to the human species that we're scared of spiders. But bears, bro. Bears do it for. Lions in general, lions and tigers. Dude, mountain lions, that's fucking real, bro. Especially in America, bro. There's really, on the East Coast, I believe there's not really any mountain lions, but on the West Coast, bro, what? They have straight, basically lion tigers chilling in the freaking, right above Hollywood and shit. That's insane. That's really insane. They have mountain lions, a 200-pound cat. Like, I look at my little cat. I have a little pet cat. Dude, I'm like, imagine you times like 200 right now. Maybe not. Yeah, probably not. Shitty ass math. All right, imagine my cat times 50. Probably times 50, right? I feel like that'd be solid. But dude, it's insane. Imagine having to like hunt that stuff as like human, like cavemen, you and your boys. Bro, there's a mountain lion. You gotta like climb and start throwing spears at it. That's the only way we must have killed things. I was watching this video of this guy, Steve Rinella. He's like he's an author, but he's also does like a lot of expeditions, hunting type of things, hunting journeys, adventures, very similar to the guy Remi Warren. But he was talking about what was I talking about? I don't know. I kind of forget. But yeah, Remi Warren was talking about he was in Alaska. I think he was with Steve Rinella, and they were hunting I believe they were hunting elk or moose. Probably a moose if they're in Alaska. But yeah, they were at camp, and Remi Warren has like, you have like the big gun. I think, what is it, a Magnum? I'm assuming it's like a big like 45 or something like that. Like a big revolver. He has a huge revolver on him, and to protect himself from like mainly bears. It's really mainly bears, because you have those big Kodiak brown bears where they're fucking huge. They're like 10, 11, 12 feet, 1,200, 1,500 pounds. What, bro? Like, oh, one swipe, bro, your whole body's gone. Your whole body is gone. So, yeah, they basically were sitting at camp. I guess they were like catching their breath or something after hiking a long day. And bro, they heard something, and there's an 11.5 foot brown bear. Basically, a brown bear and a grizzly bear are the same thing. And booking at him. And they're like, holy shit. So they like scatter around. I guess they must have just almost like dodging the bulls in the Italian. What is it? Is that in Spain or Italy? I think it's in Spain, right? The Spanish the bull rally where you're running running the streets against the bull. That's crazy. That's a crazy. Who thought of that? Who thought like let's just open the streets to some bulls and run away from? Only Europeans. Yeah, that's great. That's great. But yeah, the bear comes booking into the tent. Or not into the tent, but into like where they're all bulling, and they start going crazy. One of the friends somehow ended up on the back of the bear. The one guy is hitting him with the trekking pole, and then the bear runs away down the hill, and then does a bunch of like fake charges. Like, so sometimes bears, what they do is like they'll fake charge, like they'll run really close, and then they'll like turn around, and then they'll go to a different side of this, like they'll circle you around, and they'll fake charge that way, and then they'll go back around and fake charge until they finally charge or they run away. Luckily, this bear decided to keep it freaking moving. But dude, they were shook. Just hearing the stories is so insane. He said that he met this guy that he was getting attacked by dude. This story is insane. So the guy's getting attacked by a freaking bear. Oh no, this is what it's at. He's hunting a moose. I think he's hunting a moose or an elk. He's skinning the elk with like a blade that's like only 5 inches, like a buck knife, like a small buck knife, not even like a big Bowie knife. But I believe he's skinning the elk or moose. I don't know what it was, but a bear comes up on him and tries to take his game, bro. Tries to take his animal. So the guy allegedly starts stabbing the bear. I think it was like a 10-foot grizzly bear. He starts stabbing the bear in the neck. The bear's like hitting him, running away, charging back. The guy keeps stabbing him. The bear keeps running around. And apparently like each time the guy stabbed the bear and the bear would run away, like the bear would run and charge back, but he wouldn't have as much aggression and power because he's getting stabbed. He's low-key getting killed. But so is the guy. The guy's getting basically mauled by a bear. The guy survived. The guy survived, had to do a bunch of surgery, skin grafts, all this craziness. But I mean, he ended up killing the bear with like a 5-inch buck knife. Insane. That's an insane story. That's almost like, oh my God, like that's really cool, but I would never want to be in that position ever, yo. Like, oh my, dude, imagine a bear, bro. Like, watch it. I didn't really have an idea of like, what would it be to like get attacked by a bear? Because I mean, I've seen like little baby brown bears, black bears. I've seen like 1 or 2 in like the Poconos in Pennsylvania and stuff like that, just camping. And they were just like digging at the trash or whatever, and then we just kind of and then they run up the mountain, like stupid stuff. I think I've only seen 1, truthfully, not 2. It was like one of the first times I went camping too. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, but they're a totally different type of bears. They got the kind of like the smaller face. They don't have the big hump on the back and stuff. They're much smaller bears. They don't have as much food to eat, so they're not really catching straight wild salmon and killing elk and stuff like that. They're kind of picking berries, and I don't know what black bears hunt. That would be cool to see like a video of a black bear on the East Coast by me. Like watch a video of them hunt. I'm gonna have to watch that after this. But oh my God, dude, I can't believe this guy is killing a bear with a freaking buck knife. He almost died doing it, but wow, insane. They say when you see like the brown bear, like they say when you see like a black bear and stuff like that, you can see like, oh, I'm just a bear, they try to run away and stuff like that. But when you see a brown bear, like a real grizzly bear, like you see that like their eyes are just death. Like they say they look through you, like you're looking at all these other animals, but the brown bear just like, because you're a meal, bro. You're straight a meal. No matter what the fuck you are, you're a little human being in that guy. You're in his world right now, yeah. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Crazy, man. Oh, my God. That's the one thing, like, I really am attracted to Montana and Wyoming and Idaho just because the landscape is so beautiful. So beautiful. You got amazing terrain to go snowboarding, backpacking, skiing, backcountry skiing, snowboarding, fishing, amazing camping stuff, mountains to hike, trails to run, mainly like beautiful. Honestly, world-class trout fishing and salmon fishing and stuff like that. But you got You got the king of the forest out there. You have the king of the fucking forest out there trying to hunt your boy. Nah. Oh my dude. I don't know what I would do if I really, bro, what do you do? I get you really do have to take like bear classes and shit. Cause I think you gotta get like a backpack and you gotta curl up in a ball and just not move. And you gotta just pray he like sniffs you and walks away. But then you gotta curl up and protect the back of your neck. Cause they might just like smack you in the back of the neck. I mean, smack you, they're strong as fuck. So I mean, smacking you is probably gonna, cut your neck and shit like that. I've seen people, but they survive it. They kind of just curl up in a ball, hold their neck. They get fucked up a little bit. And then like the bear kind of leaves them alone. Oh my God, dude. That would be so terrifying. That would be so terrifying. Yeah, that's like living. Oh my God. Oh, dude. I don't like bears one bit. Brown bear, like I said, black bears, they're not that scary. But you do gotta, if you run into a black bear that just doesn't give a fuck that day, then what? Or if you run into a black bear mother with her cubs, woo, get the fuck out of there. That's what I'm saying. My gosh, dude. Like bears, no joke. Bears are no joke in the wilderness. And mountain lions. Those are the two things in America. Those are the two things that I'm truly worried. Snakes, bro. I like to go camping. I like to go fishing and hiking and stuff. I want to start doing it more. But bro, these are the things that I'm gonna have to start taking into consideration. We got snakes, bears, and mountain lions. Luckily in Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania, Delaware, where I'm at, we don't have too many poisonous snakes, if any. Not many poisonous insects, if any. We do got some bears, but we got small black bears that are mainly just scavenging for food. No mountain lions, I don't think there's any mountain. You got some coyotes, you got some foxes. They shouldn't attack people. Bobcats, a little sketch. I think there might be some bobcats around here, right? But yeah, bro, the bears and the mountain lions. The bears and the mountain lions are what I'm worried about. But what are you gonna do? You low-key got to carry the strap on you. You low-key got to get. I mean, like I said, in states like this, you don't need it. But I mean, going out into Montana, you need at least like two guns. You need a handgun on you, and you need at least like, you need that revolver. Or I would get like I've seen videos getting like a Henry's repeater and just get like a big old ammunition for that. But that would be a whole new process to learn all about that stuff. But because dude, that's like bear self-protection. Yeah, this is for bear self-protection. Like what the hell? I'm protecting myself from humans, not just bear. Like that's crazy. That's crazy to think about. It's crazy, but it's cool. Like it's cool. You're really out there in nature. I'll be honest. But what are you gonna do, man? I can't get over the story though. The guy killed I think it was a 10-foot grizzly with a fucking 5-inch buck knife. Just stabbing it in the neck and in the throat, in the body. The bear starts running away. Will charge back. The guy's like stabbing it. He runs away. That's insane. Oh my God. But what are you going to do? I mean, talking about animals and hunting and stuff like that. What I'm really trying to do, it's really catching my eye right now. It's really catching my eye. I've been wanting to do it for a while. I've shot a bow and arrow before on a compound bow. And it's really cool, really interesting. My friend, we were really young, so I mean, my friend's bow is probably really small on me now. But it was fun at the time. It was really cool. But I'm really thinking about probably I'm gonna get one eventually. But get like a nice bow, get a nice compound bow, get like a nice target, and start practicing some archery. I think that would just in general, practicing archery. That looks cool. I just want to do that. Nevertheless, I low-key want to start hunting a little bit. Maybe like maybe some deer, maybe some elk. The only thing is like elk tags is going to be extremely hard for just a regular Joe. I would assume for like a regular Joe like me that doesn't know much about hunting. You would have to really probably pay for a guide, and then you're really starting to jack up the price right there. But I feel like deer hunting, especially in New Jersey, I already know some people that do deer hunt with bows. So I could go with them, learn a little bit. It'd be interesting. I just think it's cool. It's like, where you're getting your meat from. You know where you're getting your food from. You're truly not taking part in that horrible treatment of animals in the the mass food production system. You know, you're really going out there, spending a day or two camping and hunting. That's what I would want to do. Almost like some Cameron Haynes type shit. Yo, like it's lit. Yo, I'll be honest. That is really cool. Like I'm really getting it. I've always been intrigued with like backpacking and like primitive camping, but fishing while I'm doing that. But dude, hunting and fishing, that would be so cool. That'd be so cool. And also just doing archery for fun, just to really practice and really get good at something that's just kind of is number one, valuable. Number two, our ancestors probably did it for hundreds of, I don't want to say hundreds of thousands of years, but hundreds of years to maybe thousands of years. We, you know, reinvented the bow and arrow. The human being reinvented the bow and arrow multiple times in different span. It's crazy. So it's really cool. I definitely want to start getting into it. I've shot it before, and it is like, it's one of those instinctive things where you're just looking through the sight and then you just, and it's pretty cool when you hit that trigger and it just shoots off the air. It's so fascinating. But yeah, I was thinking about it for the past few days. I've been thinking about it for a while, but for the past few days, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do my research. I'm going to maybe invest into a nice little bow. But the only thing is, like, I'm scared. Do I get like probably not, like a $200-$300 bow, or do you just save up and buy like a $600 bow? Who knows? I'd have to do my research, but who cares about that stuff? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Just get what you want, right? I mean, work hard and get what you want. But right now, yeah, I'm just looking. I think it's really cool. I think it'd be really cool to start doing some archery. You know what I'm saying? That would be cool. That would be lit. That would be lit. Eventually, like I said, go for some hunts, hunt my own food, have my own food in a freezer. Can't beat that, man. You can't beat that. You know where you're coming from. You know where your food's coming from. You're out there taking part in the hunt. You're not torturing the animal, sending him on a rotation where he knows his head's gonna get blown off. Nah, he's out there where he left his jeans or whatever it may be, and you put him down. He didn't even know you were there. It's better than a freaking jaguar coming up and ripping their face off, or a mountain lion, or a bear. There's this hunter that said he's seen a video, or there was a hunter that's seen live across, I think he was on top of like a ridge or whatever it may be. And he's seen a freaking, I believe it was a moose or an elk, get his back broken in one swipe by a grizzly bear. One swipe, a grizzly bear, whoop, bang, broke the back, snap, broke the back, paralyzed. I believe it was an elk, maybe a moose, I don't know. But crazy, the power, the natural power. Like when you see like when you see like a mountain lion, like a good picture of a mountain lion, a lion, a tiger, a jaguar, the muscles, their legs and their chest, you're like, holy shit. Even like yesterday, I was riding my longboard with my friend, and we in the park, bro. I seen him from a mile away. I know people love him. I know people love him, but bro, I gotta just say, I seen him from a mile away. You can't play no games. You can't play no games when it comes to a pit bull. I seen they were a nice little couple. They looked very nice people. You know, they looked like they were not having dogs fighting each other. But dude, you cannot trust a pit bull, bro. That thing was jacked. I don't care what nobody says. That thing was jacked. I was riding my skateboard with my friend. I'm like, bro, honestly, that pit bull would fuck up everybody on this street right now. It would fuck me, you, this family right here. The two owners that own this pit bull would die. Like, dude, it was jacked. I'll be honest. I mean, maybe I'm gassing a little bit. Maybe we would be able to take the pit bull, but bro, that's a real animal. That's generations of muscle and like, dude, and I mean, pit bulls are bred to fight. So I mean, anyone saying that pit bulls are nice if you raise them nice, that's true. That's true. But they're also bred hundreds of years to fight each other. That's why they look like that. That's why their jaws lock up, dude. Play no games with a pit bull. Play no games with a pit bull. But you think like this is terrible. You think like a German Shepherd could fuck up a pit bull? Like a German Shepherd, maybe a Rottweiler? I don't know. I guess it would have to be like a really good pit bull would probably be able to take down maybe a lesser opponent. I don't know. That's terrible. Dogs and dog fighting and shit. Oh, God, dude. I'm not taking part in that. I just got a little cat. I wish my cat could, like, kill some mice and shit. I would be hype. If the cat came home with some mice, I'd be like, yeah, hunting and stuff. Give my cat a high five. Boom. Fucking living the life. A real animal. But, you know, my cat's just a house cat. I don't know if that's good, a house cat. I feel like my cat's like a, personally, I feel like my cat's low key probably not. She just sleeps all day. So I mean, I don't think you're allowed to declaw the front hands of cats anymore. But when I got my cat, my family did. You know, they probably thought that was the right thing to do. I heard that's not the right thing to do with cats. Like it hurts their hormones and stuff like that in the long run. It hurts like their chemical balance, whatever it may be. I'm not a veterinarian. I'm not a cat expert. But yeah, I heard declawing the cat is no. I mean, I'll be honest. Joey Exotic said it in the whatchamacallit, in Tiger King. He was talking about how some of the cats that were declawed, they were getting old, and they're like the nerves in their paws were starting to like die, and they were like hurting or whatever it may. But like they were really hurting to walk, so he had to kill them. I mean, that's what Joe Exotic said. That's what he said. But yeah, I heard, but yeah, I don't know if my cat would be like a happier cat if she was outside hunting mice and dealing with the elements and running through the sewers. I don't know. Does that make your cat happier? Maybe. But my cat's living the life. Like, she doesn't have to worry about a bird in my house swooping down and killing her, or a freaking bigger cat or a dog chasing her. No, we're just feeding her. So who knows? Who knows? But I think that fear, it's the same thing with it's got to be the same thing with humans. You almost rather take that instinctive fear than nothing, because then what? Then you have nothing. That's what I'm getting at. Like, the cat was like, I feel like the cat, even though the cat knows the birds aren't gonna get her because she's safe. She's not gonna starve because we're always feeding her. But like, she's not living. She's not living, yo. That's what a lot of people are, though. A lot of people ain't living. But I'm not going to go down that hole. You can watch my other podcast where I drop some solid motivation. I'll get back to some motivation another day. But yeah, dude, I'm feeling some bow hunting. I'm feeling some archery. I'm feeling good about it. I'm excited. But yeah, that's going to be fun. That's going to just be a task and just like an objective of itself. Learn how to shoot a bow correctly, learn how to get better shooting a bow. I know this kid Nick I grew up with, and dude, I remember he was talking mad shit about how good he was with a bow. So we went over his house one day. I don't know how far we might have been, maybe just 20, 30 yards out, so not too far, but on his bow target, on his little target, there was like the company name, and there was an O in the name. It was probably literally yay big, like just this big. 30 yards out, he's like, bro, I bet y'all nail this in the O. I was like, I mean, that'll be pretty impressive, I'll be honest. So he goes, boom, nails it in the O. I was like, all right, that's lit. I was like, that's pretty lit. And then another one, boom, lands right next to it. I was like, all right, that's actually respect. That's actually pretty impressive. Just nail it right in the O. I mean, if you're trying to hit a heart, if you're trying to puncture a lung of an animal, you got him right there. That's pretty fascinating. That's why it's cool. It's cool. So archery, it can be like a nerdy thing too. I can see like just like smart, like really tinkering type of people, like just kind of picking up a bow, tinkering it, playing with like a 1/2 inch draw, adding like cutting a 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch, whatever it may be, changing the draw weight, all the different things you can change and adjust. And the compound bow is so it's really like, and the compound bow is such like a piece of almost like mechanical engineering. It's really interesting. It's so fascinating. It's really fascinating. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna get into it, and we about to go hard with the bow, guys. If you want to check out my vlog, I'll probably be vlogging some bow practicing, and I mean in the future, maybe some bow hunting. Check out the vlog. I always post some fishing, camping, running, all this different stuff that I do. But if you want to check out the vlog, link is in the description. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Also, if you want to check out the podcast on Instagram, right here. Link is in the description. Right here. Link is in the description as well. But yeah, keeping it real on Instagram. But man, pretty crazy. I'm reading this book right now. As I told you guys, I finished this book, The Compound Effect. It's by Darren Hardy, who's I don't really know who Darren Hardy. Actually, I think he was the owner of Success Magazine, or public he was the owner and he sold it or something like that. But he's a pretty successful guy. He has a pretty good resume. I don't want to hate on him right now, but it was a good book. It was a very good book. It was simple, very simple. Excuse me. One of those very simple kind of a very simple motivating book. You know, I like to I like to read like 2 or 3 books at once, either like something purely for fun, something kind of like for pure education, and then something for like motivation, mindset type of things. And I'm just gonna probably follow that pattern for a little while now. Right now I'm reading this book, Undaunted Courage. I don't know if I told you guys, but it's all about Meriwether Lewis, William Clark, Thomas Jefferson, and I mean, we haven't gotten to Sacagawea yet, but I'm assuming she's in the cut. But yeah, that book is really fascinating. That book is really good, by Stephen Ambrose, New York Times #1 seller, but or #1 New York Times bestseller. But yeah, no, that book's really cool. All about the expedition of the Louisiana Purchase, trying to find the route to the Pacific Ocean from the Missouri River, from the Ohio River to the Missouri River, down to up to the Columbia River. It's so fascinating. So fascinating, yo. That book is lit. I'll be honest. That's like a real history book. So once I'm done with that, I'm probably going to eventually move over. I mean, I have a book by my boy Steve Ranella. I was talking about my boy Steve. But I'm going to read his book, American Buffalo, all about like the buffalo and how the American Indians hunted it, and how the white European settlers, the frontiersmen, kind of hunted the Native Americans, I guess you could say, and then left the buffalo, and then eventually like, oh shit, look at all these buffalo, and then killed off the buffalo, which is it's gonna be a crazy book. I haven't gotten to that. I'm assuming that's what he talks about, because I'm pretty sure that's the history of the buffalo. But yeah, I'm gonna read that. But like I said, little history book for fun. I'm reading this bushcraft book by Dave Canterbury. He has a whole bunch of bushcraft books, but I'm reading the Survival Guide bushcraft book, all about like pitching a tent, the right materials you want to carry, how to get firewood correct, just like how to do little things that like you kind of know you got to do, and just like how to chop into wood instead of just chopping down. You make like the V notches. You can make different notches into the wood. How to saw a little bit correctly, starting a fire, stuff like that. That book is really fascinating. I was really interested in am really interested in the whole bushcraft idea, the whole survival type of idea, survival guide type of thing. I think it's really fascinating. I think it's really cool. And I'm reading that purely just for fun, just like fully just enjoying that one. And then the Compound Effect, like I said, mindset type of thing. So I finished the Compound Effect. I'm reading this book called The Secret that my friend gave me, and it's pretty interesting. It's I can see how some people believe that so basically the secret is talks about the law of attraction. Apparently that's the secret to life. And I can definitely understand I can understand how someone believes that the law of attraction is kind of like I was talking to my other friend about this, and he was like, is it kind of like a pseudoscience, like kind of like that you got to think about it and then it happens and stuff? And if you take it for everything it is, yeah, it's pseudoscience, it's bullshit, you know what I'm saying? But if you take it for what it is, if you take it with a grain of salt and add a little bit of the law of attraction, add a little bit of that awareness, that mindset of what these people, I mean, it's really interesting when you hear a quantum physicist talk about the law of attraction and how it's a real law, just like the law of gravity, and they start comparing that, and then you're like, oh, well, hello. Let's start thinking a little bit. Let's start opening the mind up. You know what I'm saying? It's very easy to throw the law of attraction. That's fucking not real, bro. That's fake. It's fake news. But it's a very fascinating book. Shout out to my boy Chris for hooking me up with the Secret. Almost like but I honestly just started that book. I was gonna say halfway through, but I ain't capping on here. We're keeping it real. But yeah, the law of attraction. It's really interesting. Like I said, especially when you got like a quantum physicist talking about how they talk about it in quantum physics and how it's like truly like a law of nature, and they start breaking it down in that aspect. You're like, ooh. But a lot of philosophers, I think the author is a philosopher. Philosophy is a real interesting idea, right? Like, I'm a philosopher. It's like, man, you just be asking hella questions, bro. That's what philosophy is, though. Like, just like asking, why does that happen? Asking, when does this happen, and why? Why would that happen under these conditions and circumstances? It's so fascinating. I took a philosophy class before. It was all right. But yeah, I'm about to go hard this summer reading, a little bit of education. What I am doing as well, if a little advice, I guess I'll toss a little advice your way. What I'm doing, firsthand experience. What I'm doing is I've been reading for a while now, and I guess I've just been reading, and I have like my little sticky notes. So every time I find a cool page, I can put a little sticky note there. And my books are all filled with sticky notes. So whenever I can go back, I don't have to maybe read the whole book if I don't want to. I can go back to the sticky notes that I thought was important, and I was like, oh, this is why I thought it was important. I can read that paragraph, that page, whatever it may be. But what I'm also starting to do now is I bought a whole bunch of journals, just like simple little just like journals and stuff like that. And I'm just kind of, after I read maybe like a chapter, maybe like low-key after I read every single time, I just kind of write down what I learned, what I read, what I learned, what it talked about. Like, and then I kind of make, it's almost like a huge book report. It's just going to be like a huge book report. So I'm low-key just kind of teaching myself these books, and instead of just reading it to read it. And I mean, I read also just because, I mean, your mind is the most powerful muscle in your body. So like reading is basically just doing push-ups and sit-ups in your mind. It's one way of doing it, you know, and it's also one way of looking at it. So I take reading in that aspect. You know, you're kind of doing push-ups with your mind in the aspect of you're reading a lot of words throughout time. You're gonna improve your reading. You're gonna improve your book choices. You're gonna upgrade your book choices. You know, even me personally, I've seen myself grow from kind of like simpler books that are still, I mean, I look back, they're actually really good books, but yeah, now I'm upgrading my way to a little bit more complex, a little bit deeper books, a little bit more difficult to read, I guess you could say. But it's so much fun, yeah. I low-key fuck with reading, I'll be honest. I never thought I would say that, bro. Yo, I never thought I would say that. I really never thought I would say that. I'm sure none of my teachers from middle school and high school would thought I would say that too. Which is, maybe they did. I don't know. I believed in you. I believed in you the whole time. That's what they'll try to say. That's what they'll try. Nah, my teachers from high school definitely do. They're like, I'm not, this kid's not fucking reading. But yeah, fuck you. I'm reading, boy. But yeah, I got some fire books on the way. I'm definitely gonna be bringing some on the podcast. Dude, I want to bring some authors on here. Some authors that I read where I really like, where they're out here moving the needle on your mind. You know, they're really out here making you think and shit. And you're like, what the hell? Like Malcolm Gladwell, dude, he's really a great author. Just in the aspect of how he writes and how he talks. He's almost like talking to you. It's great. It's really great. Also recommend if you're a reader, this is what I'm doing. I'm getting a lot of my book choices from YouTube and other people that read. I've gotten to a point where like a lot of the people I know don't really read. So it's like, who am I going to ask? Oh, what you reading, bro? It's like, oh, I'm not reading anything. It's like, bro, I'm reading the book you still gave me 2 months ago. It's like, shit. All right, bet. So I go to like YouTube and people like Tim Ferriss, and like there's actually this guy, I think his name's like Dr. Mike on YouTube or whatever it may be. And he offered me, or not just me, but he offered a whole bunch of solid books. So that's the only thing I'm really buying right now is just books. Like I said in my other podcast, I'm selling a lot of my clothing. Selling a lot of my expensive clothing, getting rid of that shit, you know, just invested in myself, the books. I'm starting to get a little bit of hardcover books, yeah, you know. Those are like the prized possessions, you know what I'm saying? Like a real hardcover book. But yeah, man, the book way is the wave. The book way is the wave, yo. It is. It truly is. But what are you going to do? You know what I'm really excited for? Today is the day. I'll be honest, guys. Like I said in my other podcast, my groin has been giving me some issues for about, I would say almost 4 weeks. 4 weeks ago, almost 4 or 5 weeks ago, I decided that I wanted to take running a little bit serious and start, you know, actually training to get better at the sport of running, at the activity of running, right? So I was like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to get better. I'm going to try to focus and put my energy and attention when I run at getting better at running, right? Really try to put in the time and the effort to get better at this thing that I like to do. And I kind of hurt my groin immediately because I never really warmed up. I never did any pre-run routines, never warmed up my legs, nothing like that. No important pre-run steps that you should be taking, I was not taking. So after I got hurt, you know, literally the day I decided I'm going to start running and taking this shit serious, I literally like tweaked my groin. I didn't pull it too bad, thank God. But I tweaked it a little bit. And for like 2-3 weeks, I tried to, you know, rest like 3-4 days and then run, and then it would hurt. And then I would run again, and then it would hurt. And then I would rest like 2 days, and then I would run and it hurt. And I was like, all right, hold on. I'm fucking myself up right now. I was like, hold on, I can't do this. So that's a part of why I went camping. You know, I needed to get away. I didn't really feel myself without running. It feels so weird, you know, because I really want to get better at running and become like I want to make running YouTube videos and stuff like that. Not just running, but I want to add that to my YouTube content. And it was just really interesting. Just like, all right, I literally have to step away from running for my own good. I need to step away from exercise for my own good. I need to literally just chill and let my groin heal. So I haven't really done any exercise. I've done some push-ups and a little bit of yoga type of stuff, but nothing for like 2 weeks. Nothing for 2 weeks. And now it's been about almost 2-3 weeks. I've been starting to lift a little bit more, you know, trying to exercise the body, exercise the arms a little bit. But now today's the day I'm getting back on the horse. I might go to the track. I'm really going to try to start traveling around and run really cool areas, really cool kind of, I don't want to say remote areas, but as remote as I can get, you know, maybe in, maybe out in farm area, maybe out in, small city type of things. Who knows? I really want to get some really cool running content, some trails, definitely some trail running. But yeah, guys, if you want to check out my vlogs, link will be in the description. But yeah, man, it felt so weird. I was watching a bunch of people like healing from injuries, and a lot of the comments were just like I know what it feels like. It's so like when you're injured, you don't feel like yourself. And like I was starting to get in that mindset a little bit, and I was just like I kind of understood like I'm not running because I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to heal. So it was just like having to play with my mind for like a few weeks. But now I'm fully getting back on the horse. As I'd like to say, I'm getting back on the horse. But yeah, I'm ready to take it serious. I'm ready to go hard. I'm ready to start training. Especially with Corona going away, and it seems like some of the, especially the southern and western, besides some of the New York, some of the most populated states, all the other states are really starting to open up, even like restaurants and all that stuff like that. So a lot of marathon, half marathons, 5Ks, 10Ks, they're all starting to come back. So I'm very excited to start, you know, training and maybe competing a little bit. Maybe not just competing, but at least like challenging myself, and then hopefully getting to the point where I can compete. I low-key want to compete a little bit. We'll see. I want to see what I'm made of. But yeah, I had to give you all the update because my groin was playing games. And it was really like a mind game. Because like you want to run, you want to exercise, you know, like I want to prove to myself that I did some freaking gangster shit. Yo, I'm fucking lifting weights. Oh, you know what I'm saying? But there comes a certain point where you don't want a little bit of law of diminishing return, I guess you could say. If you get injured, and then it becomes the law of diminishing return. So I really had to take a step back. I went camping for like a week. Been fishing a lot, been gardening, been working on, like I said, the podcast ideas, working on the technology, trying to get that storage, trying to sell my clothes, get those distractions out of my life so I can bunker down and run and train and just stay focused. Really, it's really all about focus. I had to there's a lot of shit going on, right? Especially in the world. I'm sure everybody's dealing with it too. But 20 years old, you know, college, all this stuff, you know, everything. It's everything. Just everything. Everybody goes through it though. But yeah, man, I had to deal with the groin. Had to deal with my legs. But man, we're getting back to the run. I'm very excited. We're getting back to the grind. Getting back on the grind. Getting back on the horse, as I like to say. Guys, that's all I got for the podcast. Excuse me. But like I said, if you guys enjoyed this if you guys enjoyed this podcast, please smash that like button. Help your boy grow his channel. It really helps me out. I really appreciate that. If you wanted to drop a comment. Let me know who you are, how you doing, what I could talk about for you, what it is you want to see me talk about. Maybe talk to somebody else that maybe, I don't know. Whatever, maybe drop a comment. Follow your boy on Instagram right here. Link will be in the description if you want to check out my personal vlog. Subscribe to that. Link will be in the description. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. God damn, I got to go clear my throat outside. I gotta go cough a beluga. But seriously, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope everybody is staying safe, staying sane in these the year 2020 is crazy, man. The year 2020. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? The year 2020, God's sakes. I hope everybody's doing good. Seriously, I hope everybody can stay healthy, stay safe, and can find some positivity at the end of the tunnel. Hopefully there's some light for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Take it easy, guys.